Hi everyone, as 2019 draws to a close, I think it's a good time to naturally reflect on the year just past and obviously plan for the year ahead. 2019 was probably the biggest emotional roller coaster from a personal perspective, and also one of the most successful, or the most successful year we've had so far from a business perspective. So up and down emotionally on the personal side of things and the family side of things, and from a business perspective, professional perspective, it's been phenomenal. So on the personal side, we started off the year with some huge news. We found out right at the start of the year that we were pregnant and we're having twins. So that was like the biggest surprise I've ever had in my life, hands down, as you can imagine. And yeah, I'll never forget that moment when they told us that we were having twins. You know, my head nearly fell off and exploded and hit the wall, basically. So that was right at the start of the year. So from there, at that moment in time, we were still living with the in-laws. So my partner's mum and dad. We'd been living there for 18 months since moving our family back from Australia. So we were still living with them. So the thought of living with two old age pensioners, for want of a better word, with newborn twins, obviously wasn't going to be appealing. So we had to really expedite the house move process. We didn't think we were going to have to buy a house quite as soon. So that was the next challenge. We started house hunting. We got gazumped a few times. Anyone who's bought a house in the last few years in the UK will know that it's a very stressful process. We were sort of first time buyers ourselves, so we were totally rookies and naive in the process, didn't know what to expect or how to sort of manage our emotions through that. So that was really tough. We got gazumped for a few houses that we absolutely fell in love with, and then eventually managed to find a property that no one else had even viewed, and I managed to kind of sweet talk the owners into selling it to us. So we moved, we got the keys sort of like midway through May, I think it was, or the beginning of May, and I had basically 3 weeks to paint and decorate the whole house myself. So I was basically, I was coming to the house, never done anything like that before in my life either. So I was coming to the house at like 7:30 in the morning, and I was leaving at 11 at night, absolutely knackered. It nearly killed me. Managed to get as much of it done as we could before moving in. My wife-to-be is heavily pregnant at this point. And we moved in on the 1st of June, and then we had twin girls on the 17th of July. So that whole process was like mad excitement, finding out about the twins, and then stress and panic needing to find a house, and then the ups and downs, emotional roller coaster of getting gazumped and then finding a house and then having to do it all up and all the rest of it. It was just crazy. Then the twins arrived and we're obviously madly in love, and sort of readjusting to life as a family of 5 out of nowhere, at the same time as obviously trying to run the business in the background. And then the sleepless nights started with newborn babies at home, and my missus breastfeeding, which is a two-person job in the night time, and we're still getting up now. We're 6 months in, we're still getting up at least once or twice during the night, and that has been the case for 6 months. So exhaustion and all of that sort of stuff, sort of thrown in the mix as well. So obviously we had that massive high with the twins being born, and then, like I said, readjusting to life as twin parents, and our 4-year-old Rosie adjusting to life as a big sister, which was challenging for her as well. So we've gone through so much change. And then only a couple of weeks ago, 2 or 3 weeks ago, unfortunately, my fiancée Jez lost her dad, who'd been battling multiple myeloma, which is a particularly nasty type of blood cancer that he'd been fighting for 5 years. So that was like from being up here to just like rock bottom, and trying to sort of pick my partner and her mum off the floor when they're going through so much grief. So that's been really really tough. And now we find ourselves in Christmas time. No one's really in the festive spirit that much because obviously what's happened, just recently. So it's been a crazy, crazy time from a personal perspective, and huge highs and huge lows. So I'm ready for a break for sure. Maybe a beer or two if I get the chance. On the business side of things have just gone like that, up and up for both the UK and the Australian side of the business. We've added lots of really fantastic clients, supermarkets, airlines, digital agencies, software companies, renewable energy company that we're working with in the UK. So yeah, it's just been so many good stories and lots of hard work and long hours, and amongst all of the sort of baby stuff. I mean, at times I've had to do video calls in my office here at home with a baby carrier on me, believe it or not. So you just have to do what you've got to do. So it's been a real challenging year from that perspective, but just wanted to say thank you to all of our wonderful customers, and for us in Digitalent, our customers are both our clients and our candidates. We couldn't have done it without you guys. It's been really phenomenal this year, working with our existing clients that we've built up over the last 2 and a bit years, and also managing to sort of take the Digitalent service, high touch service model that we've created to lots of brand new customers as well. So it's been really phenomenal. Alex Hill joined us as a principal consultant over in Australia in the first week in September, and he's been absolutely smashing it. He's placed with 3 brand new clients since then, and only a couple of months, 2 contractors and a permanent hire, which has been phenomenal. So we're really happy that he's on board with us. We've also got a new hire over in Australia that's joining us on the 20th of Jan. All that will be announced hopefully over the next couple of weeks. So we're mega excited about that. And on the UK side of things, we've got our sort of first UK full-time member of staff. We've been working with various freelancers up until now, so thank you to you guys who have helped us along the way. You know who you are. And yeah, we've got our first full-time member of staff joining us on the 13th of Jan. So all of a sudden we'll be up to 5 in the business across Australia and the UK, and we're all mega excited. We've set out our strategy for the next year, and also further into the future we've set out strategy for our sort of 5-year goals and yearly goals, and our monthly strategies and tactics that go into that as well. Myself and Dylan have done a lot of work over the last couple of weeks to get all that in place, and we look forward to sharing that with the team come January. So it's all go. There's no let up. Everyone seems to be winding down for Christmas. I was speaking to a candidate yesterday, trying to line up video interviews, and I asked him if he was available next Wednesday, and there was just a deathly silence on the phone. That shows you how busy I've been. I literally didn't even realise until a couple of days ago that it was Christmas next Wednesday, so work that one out. But yeah, just wanted to wish all you guys, my network on LinkedIn, all the very best for Christmas. Merry Christmas when it comes around, and a very happy new year to everyone. Thanks for all your support, clients, candidates, and I must mention as well to everyone who supported me by sponsoring me for my half marathon in Liverpool back in May to raise money for my father-in-law Eric, who passed away recently. His charity, which was Myeloma UK. There was some of my old candidates, my current clients. There was even some of my, what you would probably call, competitors and their team who chipped in for that. Again, you know who you are. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. That meant a lot to me at the time, and I know that it really made Eric happy and proud that we managed to raise so much money. I think we raised about £3,500 in the end for Myeloma UK. So thank you again for all of that, and I'll see you again next year, and we'll do all of this again. Cheers.